Welcome to the Paul Mitchell AVP U.S. Open of Beach Volleyball presented by the Amateur Volleyball Association. We have a great final for you today. Brazilians Emmanuel Rego and Jose Loiola taking on the Americans Dane Blanton and Eric Fonoimoana. Loiola and Rego won the winner's bracket. They are undefeated, so Blanton and Fonoimoana must win two to win the championship. At 1-0, Loiola would serve. They would start off working on Fonoy. Rego would make a great dig, and Jose would put it away. That made it 2-0. Minutes later, at 4-1, yes, the Brazilians got off to a very hot start. Still working on Fonoy, and Fonoy having some troubles. That made it 5-1. The Jose Loiola ace would make it 6-1. Yes, that was a naked ace, not touched. And at 6-1, Blanton and Fonoy, the United States, would begin the comeback. Great dig by Blanton. Blanton on the left, like he used to be at Pepperdine. And he puts it away. That would make it 6-2. The Americans would score 4 more to make it 7-6. Blanton would serve, trying to tie it up. Got it! Minutes later, Blanton and Fonoy, the Americans ahead by 2. They're working on Rego. What a dig by Fonoy. Watch Fonoy as he moanas it to make it 11-8. Then, at 11-9, up high is Fonoy. That made it 12-9. The Americans in control. Brazilians caught up a bit. It was 12-11 on this play. Jose over the top. Little pinball defense. Bing, 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 bing. Score it. And Menges said, yeah, Marlo and I used to do that when we were young. Then, at 13-11, Fonoy again, Doug, and Blanton with the whiff. And the Brazilians get a much-needed point at 13-12. So with Menges chewing out his boys, the Americans are up by 1. More of our final in a minute. Right on Shelley. We have a moment. It is time to recap what's gone on in the tournament so far. Our Planners Trail Mix trail to the finals.
Point. 12-6. Witty once again. Now.
Welcome home, baby. Number 1.
Yes, Jose, you are the #1 team in the world, but will you win this tournament? Let's look at some of the other finishers. Legrand and Neto get 3rd. Seaman and Whitmarsh hoping for better. Holdren and Rogers slumping a bit. Nick Hanneman, Adam Jewell with a good finish. Johnson and Lewis, John Anselmo, and David Smith, an outstanding 7th. Seal Beach for the Paul Mitchell AVP U.S. Open of Beach Volleyball presented by the Amateur Volleyball Association. 13-12. The United States leading Brazil. Eric Fonoimoana, Dane Blanton ahead of that man, Jose Loiola, and his partner, Emmanuel Rego. The #1 team in the world. It's a game to 15, no cap. The Brazilians have the serve. Rego serving. Rego, winner of 32 tournaments in his career. He's got the block, and that's going to be a point to tie it up at 13-all. Rego had to take a facial to get the block, but he did. And that ties it up. Early on, it was the Brazilians all over the Americans, up 6-1. But the Americans coming back to tie it up at 7. And now we're tied once again at 13. Fonoy getting most of the serves, and he launches one wide. So the Brazilians back on top, 14-13. And it is match point. So the Brazilian fans getting into it. Emmanuel Rego will serve it. Rego, 5th at the 1996 Olympics with Zé Marco as the favorites. They took gas. They try to close it out right here. Fonoy, this could be it. Jose whacks it. Fonoy with a dig. Fonoy to save the point, and he gets it. The Americans still alive. Boy, that was a great one-hand bandit by Eric Fonoimoana. Score remains 14-13 Brazil. Fonoy and Blanton get the serve back. Blanton going with a floater. Working on Rego. And Rego over the top, and he hit it out. Unbelievable. 14-all. Once again, they have to win by 2 on the AVP Tour. These two teams met earlier in the day with the Brazilians coming out on top 15-12. Blanton and Fonoy playing into the final. Loiola and Rego had a 3.5-hour wait. It's late in the day. Shank pass. Loiola on the run. And the Americans score a point. So it is now 15-14 United States. Oh man, if this was the gold medal final, fillings would be falling out. People would be so excited. But it's not. We're here in the Paul Mitchell country of Seal Beach. And maybe Emmanuel's having trouble seeing. He's on the good side of the beach in terms of the wind, but the bad side, because the sun is going down, it's right in his mug. Dane Blanton serving, game point. Remember, the Americans have to win this game to get to the 7-point double final. This could be it. No, Fonoy can't go. Blanton had the dig. Trying to scamper was Fonoy. Trying to see was our first referee, Brent Lee. Wake up, Brent. All right, Jose will serve. 14 serving 15. Fonoy gets every serve on this team. And Fonoy is roofed as Rego gets up high. So the mandatory timeout to switch sides and take a rest. 15-15 Brazil, and the United States tied up. The AVP Tour continues in Seal Beach. Our championship final has been a doozy so far. We are tied up.
15-15, Brazil, USA. This could be the gold medal match, hopefully in the Sydney Olympics. This is what we're looking for, the excitement, the digs, the hits. It's unbelievable. Seal Beach is on fire. Who will win? Stand by.
That's why Hav gets the big bucks for commentary. I'm Chris Marlowe with Tim Hovland today. The Brazilians on the near side, on the far side of the Americans, Jose Loiola, Emmanuel Rego, Eric Fonoimoana, Dane Blanton, 15-all. Win by 2. Big chance here coming. Jose pounds it. And the Brazilians lead it 16-15. Once again, no clock, no time limit, no cap, no guts, no glory. The Americans trying to hang in against the #1 team in the world. It's late in the day, and the wind is up for the championship. And Loiola wussies it into the net. Oh my. So Blanton and Fonoy get the ball back. Fonoy set to serve. One of the tougher names to pronounce in all of volleyball. If you haven't followed it, Fonoimoana. Fonoimoana. Now, let's see if Fonoy can Moana one right here. Down by 1, 16-15. Working on Jose. dig. Blanton. Blanton to tie. Blanton tappy. Blanton gets it! Dane Blanton with authority. With authority! 16 all. One of the longer matches on the AVP Tour this year. Championship final. Rego with a little detonation. Emmanuel Rego. Born in Brazil, currently living in Redondo Beach. And now he will serve. Boy, lots of floaters going on. You don't see this very often. Of course, he's got the wind at his back. Fonoy, can he continue to side out Jose? Marvelous dig. Right back over. Fonoy, jump. Fonoy. Jose can't handle it. Caught him up high near the mutton chops. Give Fonoy the kill. Our championship final here in Seal Beach, the Brazilians and the Americans. Now Dane Blanton. Set to serve it up. Little karate chop, ace! Kerete! And Rego just lost it. What a weird serve that was. Little shiatsu move to the outside. Watch this, watch Dane. Boogieing right, chopping left. Rego says, help me! 17-16 in the boot. Oh, the Brazilians love to play soccer. Second game point for the Americans. Can they wrap it up and send it to a double final? No, not yet. Punishing the sand is Rego. Burying the pelota. Getting a little detonation. Hammering the fig. Blasting the popsicle. Now the Brazilians try to come back. Trailing 17-16. Fonoy and the dig. Loiola coming in. Pretty good set. And Loiola puts it away. Boy, the Brazilians are resourceful. They're not the #1 team in the world for nothing. 17 all. Remember, win by 2, no cap, no time limit. Loiola. Dane Blanton got a serve. Stop the presses. And Loiola has a great dig. Blanton, Fonoy, no! Point Brazil. 18-17, a classic on the AVP Tour. Brazil up by 1. Let's take another look at a scintillating play. Scintillating, Jose got the dig. It went right to Rego. Fonoy had it for a moment. Get up, Fonoy. And the spinner no good. So timeout on the sand. Team Brazil coach Jim Menges instructing, critiquing, and getting his boys ready for the final push. Back to our championship final. Eric Fonoimoana and Dane Blanton, the Americans, trailing the Brazilians, the #1 team in the world, Emmanuel Rego right there, and his partner Jose Loiola. It is championship point #3. Jose Loiola serving into the wind, into the sun, trying to wrap it up. Fonoy, bad pass. Fonoy, no! And that will do it. The second win on the AVP Tour this year for that team. Jose Loiola and Emmanuel Rego.